Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Past the 20.
You get nothing.
Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown,
A big play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He's brought down
up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Eagles nothing.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick. The throw taken in by Cole. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st down, Gibson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have...
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
2-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run this one in, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Watch it.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on third down, Kirkpatrick, and finding Keelan Cole. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big pickup there for the Eagles first down, 18 yards. Now a give right side. It's Gibson. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work. And when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises. And he's running with terrific ability right now.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. From the gun, Kirkpatrick, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
At their own.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The ball
just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Looking downfield for Jones. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Flush to his right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again, Kirkpatrick. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Operating from the gun, Kirkpatrick. On the left side, he finds Beasley. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Kirkpatrick. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
3 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kirkpatrick. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. Back to throw. Kirkpatrick. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Kirkpatrick escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first down, Gibson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cox. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Number 47.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion. I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Buying time to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up first and 10 at the 16. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 2-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
And goal.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now third and goal. Touchdown, Eagles. His first career touchdown pass. And yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point up and good by Succa. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Ryan Succa set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Succa after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime It's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 20-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Davante Adams, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Play 56.
Looking to throw. Kirkpatrick. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 31.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Brought down at the
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Second and 12.
Tonight's final.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. this type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Washington, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to in the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
She right got me. Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk. Okay.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say what you gon' do? Stop playing. If you don't do it, then you don't play with it. Exactly. Cause you built like that.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dog. Some it was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. These right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Hey, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Oh, you irresponsible.